I'm Andrew from aKING. I'm sitting here with Francois Louw.
Francois Louw not held in the tackle, back on his feet.
Flanker for the Stormers and the Springboks. It's a little interview on behalf of the Union Sports magazine. Today we're going to talk rugby.
Good.
Hi Franny, how are you?
Well done, Andy. Good to see you, Matthew.
Good, shake my hand. It's big hands you've got. Okay, your Wikipedia bio states that you were the best flanker in the country for the 2010/2011 season so far. Flo, tell me, what would you say makes you the best? How do you stay on top?
Well, Andy, interesting question. Thank you very much for those kind words.
It's not me, it's Wikipedia, my friend.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, well, look, it was a good season last year. We've had a good start this year, and hopefully we can carry on as we've done so far. It's always a difficult thing to stay on the top. Let's say the road to get there is a little easier.
Very competitive.
No, for sure. Especially the size we have in the Super 15 this year, it's a hell of a tough competition. Not really to any size. It's below standard, but like I said, so far so good.
Great stuff. No, I'm convinced. Going all the way to the top, Flo.
Yeah.
Okay, recently you guys thrashed the Bulls at Loftus Stadium. Speak a little bit about that and your performance.
Yeah, it was a great victory for us. I think the last time Stormers won at Loftus against the Bulls in Super Rugby was 2003, if I'm not mistaken. So, to win there this year, I feel pretty convincingly was a great accomplishment for us, great victory, and it's definitely put us on a sort of a winning road thus far. But still pretty early in the season. We're not even halfway yet, so a couple more games to go.
Good job. It was a great feat on behalf of Cape Town.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks for that. We've seen that a lot of the teams are closely matched in the Six Nations and the Super 15. What are your thoughts about the top four for the World Cup?
Yeah, look, the World Cup's going to be a whole different story, I think. A couple of teams performed really well towards the end of last year. The All Blacks really dominating in the Tri-Nations as well as Australia. A couple of the Six Nation teams on top of their game as well. Like I said, the World Cup being a whole different game altogether. It's going to be interesting. It's difficult to put your finger onto four top sides, but I'd say South Africa is going to be up there, definitely competing for that title.
I agree, 100%. Speaking of the All Blacks, are you familiar with the cultural dance called the haka?
Yeah,
have you mastered it yourself?
I haven't actually attempted it, but I've witnessed it on 3 occasions already. It's definitely something that's I think would be quite difficult to master.
Yes. And you've gone up against the haka a few times already.
Yeah, a few occasions. Yeah.
Are you one of the players that stand back, or do you sort of go up like this to the face?
Oh, it's actually quite a spectacle. Hell of a privilege to stand up there and to face something like that. The tradition that goes in there. I think at first you just try and just take in the moment and realise that you're playing one of the biggest games of your career, and you've got a good match ahead of you.
Yeah, no, I'd be quite frightened.
Yeah, pretty scary stuff.
So we're here in Cape Town at the Vida, Cliff Street, a very trendy street. You're a resident in Cape Town now. How are you enjoying the city life?
I think the city life's ultimate. I stay just up the road here. It's one of my local spots. Moved over here towards the end of 2009, and I can only say good things about it. I mean, it's gives me the opportunity to see my mates, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the vibe, go see top bands like aKING just down the road, and give my mates some support.
That's it, man. It's the place to be. And within the city, your favorite places to hang out?
There are a couple. Like I said, I enjoy my live music. The Assembly just down the road where I get to see you. A whole lot of coffee shops up and down Cliff Street and along streets. Vida obviously being one of them, Power and Glory up the road, and just a whole lot of
it's a dangerous place at Power and Glory.
The Black Ram tends to get a little bit scary sometimes, but very good.
The Black Ram. Okay, well, it's going great so far. I'm feeling quite relaxed. How are you feeling?
Oh, good.
What does Francois Louw do on his off day?
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Do you still skateboard ever?
No.
When was the last time you did a 360 flip?
Well, in my dreams probably, but no, long time ago. These days I'm just sort of taking every moment I can just to relax the bones a little. Spend time with mates and just enjoy the Cape Town lifestyle.
Yes, I agree. I myself haven't hit the half pipe in many a year.
Oh yeah? When was the last time?
I'd say about 5 years ago. I did some sick grinds,
Oh yeah?
tail grabs,
Yeah, nice.
usual.
No, you
But
always a good
enough
skater.
about that, we're talking rugby here. Okay, Franny, you've been described as the stormiest stormer of them all. Not my words once again, female fan base. Tell me, how does it feel to be a sex symbol?
Your words or?
No, this is all from your Facebook page.
Oh,
The
it's
stormiest stormer of them all.
quite flattering actually. Don't quite see myself in that position, but I'm glad to see that, to hear that some fans think like that.
Has Percy ever offered you any style advice?
Not really. He tried to take me under his wing for a while, but that stopped quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure you said whoa when the highlights came into play.
Yeah, the big woe.
Can you tell us what happens when you're a new player in the box squad? Is there any sort of initiation ceremony?
Look, obviously, it's there's a hell of a lot of tradition in the Springbok side, and the various.
You come from a line of Springboks.
Just one actually. My grandfather was a
But he was
Springbok.
quite tall.
Yeah, he was quite tall. It was quite long. But the various little traditions that take place there. Probably a couple of things I shouldn't mention, but it's quite.
It's no staldraad or anything like that.
No, it's very welcoming, to say the least.
Good stuff. When you take the field, I don't take you for such a superstitious guy, but is there anything you do before you go out there and face the giants?
Yeah, not really. I'd say I'm a pretty relaxed guy. Just take every game as it comes. Like to sort of just take my mind off the whole thing, off the whole procedure, and just wait for that moment when you get on the field, and then switch on, and obviously
Go time.
It's go time. That's it.
Yes. Do you have a song that you listen to?
A couple of songs I listen to. One of the more recent ones is Cutthroat Tongue and Razor from the new aKING album.
Oh yes, I know.
It's
I'm
really
familiar with
good.
that one.
And pumped it up pretty much.
Good stuff. Well, that's good. You wrote it for you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Good to know that it's
Getting inspired.
getting home.
That's it, all the way.
Do you have any favourite bands at the moment, local or international?
Yeah, I got a whole few of them actually. Let's see, the XX, Lydia,
Great stuff.
Band of Horses,
Another
Real Old
sterling
Birch
choice.
Advantage, and obviously right now on top of my list.
Oh, funny, you're making me blush. Okay, still on music. Are you in any way related to Nicholas Louw?
As far as I know, 000.
I must say, Google image, there are a few striking comparisons.
Oh yeah?
And he's also been gymming lately.
Is it?
Yeah, he's looking good.
In good shape.
Looking very good.
Alright.
This is more of a question just from me to you, How Sorry about that, crime doesn't sleep.
Yeah, the city, it's.
Yeah. Just from I play rock and roll for a living. And you play rugby for a living. But I need to know, do you have some tips for packing out stadiums? How do you get the fans there?
That's quite a tough question. I'd say, what the people generally want to see as a show, whether it's on the rugby field or
On the stage.
on the dance floor, in front of the stage. I think that's something that both of us share. We play a bit of a average game. People people aren't going to rock up. I'm sure it's pretty similar to playing a bad gig.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
If you have a dud, then there's no love.
No. You've got to hit those notes. Slap those bar chords.
So now, talking about putting on a show, Johnny Wilkinson, he had the squat, you know.
Yeah.
Campese had the old goose step. Bobby Skinstad had a very enlarged tongue.
Yeah.
Have you got anything in the pipeline, any sort of trademark moves that you've been thinking of? Just to keep the fans happy, you know? You could become a brand, essentially.
Well,
Percy had the flick.
I don't know, maybe that's something I need you to help me work on.
No, we can talk.
As of now, I can't really think of anything that I do.
Yeah, I know, but you're still a young buck.
Yeah.
Time will come when getting a bit older and you need to pump up the gas.
Yeah, you got to keep it going.
Yeah, I'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
What's the most memorable chirp you've ever heard on the field?
I can't really think of a specific chirp, but I think it's got to have to be a combination of a couple of the Afrikaans guys trying to throw English chirp, or the Australians trying to say something and not really, quite catching their accent. But we'll have to come back to that one.
Yeah, offhand, it's a bit of a hard question.
Yeah,
But it would have been awesome if you had known.
Yeah, well,
don't worry about it. You can think about it.
But yeah, sometimes it gets frustrating. But the refs are always open to discuss it.
We were on a roll there.
Kick me, I'm already down. I don't feel as easy as I used to. Even the worst of us are lovely.
Tell me, Flo, there's ever been a situation on the field where you've considered taking out the ref?
Well, look, it gets pretty frustrating out there sometimes. My position, we often sort of push the boundaries a bit and play on the edge, especially at the breakdown and the tackle and so on. So, sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
And the ref sort of does tend to get onto your case a little bit, and it does get frustrating, but it's something you got to deal with and sort out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no, sure. Tell me, just in wrapping up, what are your plans for the future? What are those future endeavours? What are they?
Yeah, well, I mean, right now my focus is, with the Stormers and on winning the Super 15. We came really close last year, making the final, going down to the Bulls at Orlando. Very disappointing moment, but also, that one step closer to victory.
That's it.
So far, so good. A good start. Hopefully we can go all the way this year. But, right now, my heart's set here in Cape Town and so I'm doing nothing.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Andy?
Bring it home, Franny. Bring it home.
That is all mine. Thanks,
Want the
buddy.
trophy.
That's it.